Hi, this is your new 960-3. Today I'm going to go over how to run this machine. So basically, right here in the front is your control panel. And right here is where you turn your power on. So when you come in to turn your machine on, this will bring power up to your machine. Then you hit the start button. This here will power your machine, okay? The next button here is the eject button. What this does, after you're done routing your hinge, or your strike plate, if this is on, it'll kick the jam out automatically. Otherwise, it'll stay in the machine, okay? All right, and that's all that is, on or off, either way. Over here, you got 1 3/8 or 1 3/4 jam thickness, or door thickness, depending on what jam you're running, okay? And then over here, this is what you got, your full lip, and then your closed lip, and then auto. So if you're just in a full lip, it's just going to do a full lip. And if you turn the switch to close, it'll just do a closed lip. And then if you go auto, it'll alternate for you. So if you're doing a deadbolt closed lip and then a standard strike at a full lip, it'll do it automatically by these sensors up here. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, I'm just going to turn it back to full for right now. And then over here's your T-strike option. If you want the T-strike option, it's either off to do your standard lip, or you turn it on to do your T-strike. Over here, here's your main quick disconnect getting in your box. Turn it on. This is your main power coming in. Turn it off to turn it off, okay? There's a lockout tag out here. There's a thing, put a lock right back here when you're inside the panel. This red button here is for the drive. If somehow it kicks the out, this will light up. Just hit that button and it'll set your drive. Okay, right here's your FRL. Right here's your filter. Then it's going to be your regulator. And then over here's your lubricator. Right here's your knob where you can adjust your oil by turning it. You want about a drop every three to four cycles. And then here's your main turn-on valve right here. Bring air onto the machine, okay? And then we got it set at 90 psi. That's our standard. And then this will take air into our valve bank to run the machine. Okay, over here's our foot pedal. And if you hit the foot pedal, you put your jam into the machine, and you hit your foot pedal, start sequence. And what that does is turn the motor on. And at the same time, it clamps the jam into place. And then the router starts down, does a sequence. If you got to turn it down, unclamp it and turn it off right away, this is your emergency stop button right here. It's just not a label here yet, but this should be an emergency stop on there. And that'll automatically kill the machine. Okay, these pins down here, there's one here and one on the other side right there. And what these do, this is for your strike plate, your back set. So I will show you a jam here in a second, explain to you your back set. But right here on the paper, we got a pin chart in your manual. Right now we got 11/16 pin in there. So that does an 1 1/4 deep pocket into your faceplate for your faceplate. So I just want to show you the adjustments. Then you can take for different pins. If you want to do 1 5/16, you use a 5/8 pin, 3/4. You do 1 3/16 pin. But this is for like your 1 3/8 doors. Your 1 3/4 doors, you got 7/16 pin for 1 1/2. If you want a 1 7/16 deep pocket, use a 1/2 inch and so forth. So I just want to let you know where the pins are at. So right here with that pin I had on there, 11/16, there's my 1 1/4 pocket here. It goes all the way to the back and out to the edge, 1 1/4, okay? All right, now I'm going to show you your horizontal pin movements here. This is our 2 1/4 pocket right here. Now I'm going to show you where the adjustment is up on the head here right now, but I just wanted to show you just in case you got to adjust it a little bit where to go. Okay, right down here is a 3/8 pin right there. Okay, that's our stop for when the carriage comes over. And right over here, we got a 1/4 inch bolt, socket head bolt right there. That's our fine adjustment right there. So if you want to adjust the pocket smaller, you want to take a 7/16 wrench and loosen the nut, and then screw it in a little bit, how much you want, and then tighten the nut back up on this side of the pocket. Then if you go to the other side, if you got to go on the other side bigger, I got another pin down here. And we got the same style over here. We got the bolt here, and there's the same pin down here. The pin stays in there for your lip and just adjust the bolt, okay? Now down here we got the 3/8 pin over here, same as the other side, and then also our 1 1/4 bolt here sticking in here. And if you need to adjust that, just take a 7/16 wrench and move it in or out whatever way you need to go. And we just got to remember this pocket's in the center, and then it depends what side you got to move your leg, the width of your pocket. Just adjust that bolt. These eyes here are for when you're doing your full strike plate and your closed lip strike plate. And what the deal is here, when you turn it to auto, so your deadbolt's going to have the closed lip, and then your strike plate's going to have the open lip. it'll automatically do a closed lip one if it doesn't read an I. Like this here is going to be set for your, well, this here's your standard 6/8, 38.5 inch pocket. So what happens is they'll put this on here and it'll know, register to do a closed lip. Then when you come over here to 44 to do your open lip, it'll come down, the I will read the jam, and it'll do an open lip pocket. And I will show you this here in a few seconds later in the video here. All right, on the side of the box here, you got like a troubleshooting box here, just some sensors here that'll tell you what's going on. Like right now, if you're looking at here and say your machine's not running, well, you got your control power, your overload relay, your e-stop, and then up here is your main stop, start, and then if there's a 24 volt on your machine. So basically over here, like when I went over the control power, when you turn that on, all these lights are going to light up because it's telling you it's ready to run. We just got to bring power into the start the machine to make it run. So if I hit the start machine, it's going to be all lit up and that's going to be ready to turn on and cycle. Now, if your overload relay is turned off, you want to look at your relays and see if there's one like the router got kicked out or something. And then you hit the button or kick the relay, and it'll probably turn the rest of the lights on. You're ready to go too. So now I just got my machine set up to do a full lip jam. So I'm going to run a full lip at 44 1/8 because normally if you're on your door, if your door is 44 inches down to your lock bore, your center of your lock bore. You want to have it at 44 1/8, give you an 1/8 inch reveal up on the top of your jam. So all you got to do is put the jam up. I got to get the stop over there, here, and then I got my hands out of the way. You don't want them underneath the head because there's cylinders come up. You want them like out here, and then I'm going to hit the start sequence button. So it's going to come on and it's out of the pocket. Okay, and there's your open lip pocket. Now you can adjust your through plunge. You want to go through your pocket, and that's very easy. Just do an adjustment up on top here. This here has a piece here. If you want to go down deeper, you just pull this out of the way, and it'll drop down to go all the way through your jam. Otherwise, we got this as like a stopper, so if it's not going all the way through your jam, it stops it halfway through. Okay, so now I want to run a closed lip and an open lip. So right now, I just turned the switch over there to auto to how you do a closed and a full lip. So right now, I'm going to start with my first one, bring it in. I got to put my jam in, and then when it goes up here, it registers off the stop. The eye and the photo eye lights up, so it knows it's going to do an open lip. So now, with my hands out of the way, I'm going to hit the clamp button, and it's going to do a open plate. Okay, there's our open plate. Now, when I bring my 38 stop over, it's going to do a closed lip. So with that over here, now I bring that in, have everything tight, and I hit start sequence. Okay, now this down here is a new option that we started putting on. It's for doing your head jams for bulk catch, to route your open lip. I think it's an open or close. You can do whatever you like. You turn it to closed lip or open lip on your bulk catch. And so down here, these stops here will be used for your headers, okay? So now down here, we got all these stops in this area. And this is all for doing your 6/8, 7/0, 8/0 standard strikes and also your deadbolt strikes. That's why there's so many stops down here. And that's what, like down here at your far end, you're definitely your 8/0. Then this here would be your 7/0 doors down here. So that's what that's for.